From a flop so late to a guy who slapped himself in the face.
And Harrison's hands are down by his waist, and Stevenson slapped himself with his left hand.
These are the moments basketball became theater. And we're starting with an interesting one. It's the year 2000. There's a struggle between these two players. Then, McDonald decides to throw the ball at Panisi's head.
Very good. When you look at the turnovers forced today.
I'm confident the lag was so bad that his ping reached 999 milliseconds. LeBron James apparently took notes, because years later, he does the same thing. Contact happens. LeBron stays up. Then he starts acting. I ain't gonna lie, but he looks like a madman out there. But this acting deserves an award. Gary Trent Jr. gets the pass, and SGA tries to steal the ball, so he decides to flop.
Ships it up, and that is one of the biggest flops you'll ever see from Gary Trent Jr.
And when I mean flop, I really mean it, because that's so obvious. Nobody was buying it. That may perhaps give SGA some ideas to flop in the future, but at least Trent Jr. had some contact to work with. Mason Jones didn't even bother with that part. As Mason Jones is about to shoot a three, Bridges runs beside him.
That's the third time today, Dale, that the Hornets have fouled a three-point shooter.
Now that's a Bluetooth flop. There's not even a contact between them. Thankfully, the Hornets coach can challenge that play. In the end, the challenge is successful, and Jones gets exposed just like that.
Shot is clearly away.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Marcus Smart watched that and said, "Hold my beer." As Jay Crowder attempts a three-pointer, Smart immediately gets to his acting position and starts performing.
Smart went flying underneath the hoop.
Bro actually risked his spinal cord for the Oscar. But nobody committed to the bit more consistently than James Harden. Harden tries to drive and gives a little floater, but missed. He gets the rebound and then he just falls down.
Got his own rebound, and the foul is called on Griffin.
Blake Griffin didn't do anything. Harden's head just barely bumps into his arm. And if that wasn't enough, Harden managed to take out his own teammate while doing it. He attempts a three-pointer and misses. His teammate immediately gets the rebound and passes back to Harden. He then tries to draw a foul on Cade Cunningham, but doesn't get the call. Then the ball went flying into his hands again. That's when he tries to flop again.
Rebound. It's Cleveland. Cunningham on Harden. And there's a foul on Cade Cunningham.
During the next inbound, Dean Wade runs through the puddle of sweat Harden left on the floor and slips. Just like that, a free dunk. That's just a concrete example of how fast karma is. But the next one is just pure comedy. Lance Stevenson gets behind LeBron and flops immediately. He goes down, lies on the floor, and then slowly peeks to check if the ref bought it. Funny how he tries to be sneaky, but the camera casually exposes him. And speaking of people who should know better, Nikola Jokic and LeBron James somehow ended up in their own little flop battle. As Jokic gets and loses the ball, LeBron flops immediately.
By James. And an offensive foul called on Jokic.
Even a fan hands LaFlop a towel. Jokic understands quickly, because in the very next possession, Jokic flops as LeBron is in front of him.
Jokic knocked down again, and a whistle. And he embellished to get that call as well.
You can just see LeBron's reaction says it all. He can't say anything because he also flopped. But Stevenson wasn't done. He came back with something unique. From this angle, it looks like Barnes fouls Stevenson, and it looks pretty severe.
Be an offensive foul. Harrison Barnes and Lance Stevenson took a shot in the mouth.
But if we take a look at the other angle, he slaps himself in the face with his own hand.
I gotta see that replay again. Which hand hit Lance Stevenson in the face? It's almost like when he got bumped, he slapped himself in the mouth.
Now, this one is the funniest flop I've ever seen. That's a new one. But the next one is a pure meme. LaMelo Ball took a different approach. As Westbrook fouls him, he decides to extend it into a dance. He goes down in slow motion with arms out, exactly like the Squidward Handsome meme. Now that's just funny. And the last one is a flop by his own teammate. As Biyombo fouls Kyrie, Thompson decides to talk with Biyombo.
Not a smart play. Thompson gets in his face. That puts him in the
All of a sudden, LeBron James gets hit.
call. Thompson pushes away James, and I think they thought it was one of the Raptors and hit him with a tee.
We can take a look from the other angle, where it's definitely not the Raptors who hit LeBron. But the ref thinks it's on Carroll. Imagine getting a tee because of nothing. Even the greatest player of all time flops too.